What are two of the biggest myths holding back home buyers? Hey, this is JC with the Agajanian Group at Whissel Realty, and we're hitting an important topic today because there's a misinformation out there that if you're considering buying or if you're renting and thinking about buying in the future, you should really be aware of. So today we're looking at two of the biggest myths that are holding people back from moving forward and looking seriously at buying a home. Recently, Freddie Mac, just the Freddie Mac, they released a report called Perceptions of Down Payment Consumer Research. Pretty bland title, but it's got important data in it. And the number one myth that they mentioned that a lot of people believe that is simply not the case is the fact that people just think they need a full 20% down to buy a home. In their survey, they found that 22% of renters and 30% of potential homeowners or already existing homeowners believe that you have to have a full 20% down to buy a house. Now, I'm hoping that I'm not educating on here and that I'm actually reminding you of the fact that that's not the case. If you're a military service member or retired military service member, you can get in with zero down. It's an amazing product that only veterans and active duty service members have available to them. There is no private mortgage insurance. They have access to the best rates, sometimes better than the average 30-year fixed rates that you'll find on the market. And they have some flexibility with underwriting guidelines. So if you are in the military or have served, you've got to talk to me about connecting with a great VA lender. Side note, your standard issue military credit union, whether that be Navy, FCU, or any of the others, is not necessarily your best option. You want to talk to a mortgage professional who focuses on helping people buy homes all the time, and that's their day in, day out job. They happen to be able to do VA loans as well, as opposed to someone who might be depositing checks for somebody one day and helping you with a mortgage the next day. Big difference. Anyways, even if you're not a service member, you have access to the FHA loan, which provides you with 3.5% financing. There's a conventional loan that has 3% financing, and now there's other alternatives that allow you to combine loans and grants and first-time home buyer programs, which can get you to 100% financing as well. So there's tons of options for you, and I know all about them, and even better, I have great lenders I work with that know them even better. The next big myth that we've found through this study that Freddie Mac released is the fact that people believe they need to have 780 FICO scores or higher to be able to qualify for a mortgage loan, and frankly, that's just not the case either. As they've studied all the pool of loans of loan applicants and homeowners over the period of years, they found that over 50% of home buyers had between 500 and 750 FICO scores. That's right, I said it starts at 500. Now granted, that was a very small percentage, but it's available to you out there. The majority of people did have in one category of 750 to 800, but to be honest with you, there's different brackets broken up, and the whole rest of the category, over 50%, had somewhere between that 500 and 750 FICO score. So not only that, even if you do feel your scores are low, and what is the case is if you increase them, you're going to get a better rate. There's ways to do that. There's great tools. And again, I would love to connect you with a professional who focuses on FICO scores for a living, which is a mortgage broker, and help you improve them as you go. So the bottom line is, whatever you're going to do, if you're considering buying, if you're looking into it, or even if it's on the horizon for a year or two away, you want to get educated. You don't want to go with myths. You don't want to go with assumptions. You want to talk to a professional like myself and find out what exactly do you need to do, what your options are, so that you can best prepare for when you do want to take that step and make the next move on a home. You can reach me at 619-224-9898. I'd love to chat about this stuff, and of course, there's never any pressure. Call me and we'll talk. I'm JC with the Agajanian Group, and we'll talk to you soon.